BlitzStory presents you the American Civil War. January 1861, 7 states succeed from the United States Union to form the Confederate States of America. April 1862, 4 more states joined the CSA, and on the 12th, first Confederate offensive at Fort Sumter, resulting in a Confederate victory. As a recap, the USA had the manpower, the labor, the industry, the technology, the weapons, and the railways, while the CSA had competent generals. July 21st, the USA opens an offensive at Bull's Run but suffer a massive defeat. Small skirmishes continue over the summer into fall. On November 8, 1861, the USA captures 2 Confederate diplomats headed to the United Kingdom. The UK demand their release and the USA complies. January 1862, USA President Lincoln issues General War Order No. 1, so all USA forces start advancing before February 22nd. During February, General Ulysses S. Grant captures Fort Henry and Fort Donelson in Tennessee. March turns around and brings the first Ironclad battle between Confederate Merrimac and the Union Monitor, opening naval warfare to New Horizon without wooden ships. Same month, USA President Lincoln relieves McClellan as General-in-Chief of Army. In April, Confederate attack U.S. Grant Army at Shiloh, inflicting 13,000 casualties. Quickly followed by the USA fleet under David Farragut, capturing the mouth of the Mississippi River at New Orleans, effectively cutting in half Confederation shipments. The following months, a few battles happened between both capitals that culminated in the 7 days battle that resulted in heavy losses. And on July 11, President Lincoln named Henry Halleck General-in-Chief of Army. August 29, 75,000 Union soldiers defeat 55,000 Confederate at Second Bull's Run battle. On September 70 at Antietam, the bloodiest battle in US history happened. 26,000 dead in a single day. Then came 1863 on January 1st, the Emancipation Proclamation, effectively switching the focus onto a war on slavery, permanently removing any external power reason to intervene and granting freedom to any slave joining the Union Army. In March, the draft was cast in the Northern Union, forcing everyone 16 to 45 into military service or $300 paid leave. In May, the Battle of Chancellorsville has seen a Union defeat and the death of Confederate General Jackson. July 1st to 3rd was the Battle of Gettysburg that resulted in the tide turning in favor of the Union. On the 4th, Vicksburg fell out, giving Mississippi under full control of the Union. September 19th seen a Confederate victory at Chicamauga with a rehearse on November 23rd with the Union overrunning the position. In 1864, on May 4th, a massive coordinated camping is launched with nearly 500,000 Union soldiers marching south. On June 3rd, a failed assault at Cold Harbor left 7,000 casualties on the Union in barely 20 minutes. Over the summer, the Union marches into the Confederate land, capturing important strategic points, resources, and railroads. November 8th, Abraham Lincoln is re-elected president. Talk about a true democracy running election in civil war. Over December, more Confederate army are routed and important locations are seized. In January 1865, the U.S. Congress approved the 13th Amendment effectively abolishing slavery. March 25th, the last Confederate offensive is orchestrated by Lee and resulted in a defeat. Lee's army retreat for Faneuil and Richmond. April 2nd, the Union Army enters Confederate capital Richmond. April 9th, General Lee of the CSA surrenders, officially ending the American Civil War. 5 days later, President Lincoln is assassinated. Another victim of the war. If you've enjoyed, don't forget to like, comment, and share. You can also watch more from the playlist or subscribe. Thank you.